The CES coverage is sponsored by Luxor, Las Vegas. Get to the point. Rooms start at $40. You can go over to tpn.tv for the Luxor advertisement, which is the gateway to savings.
CES coverage sponsored by Audible.com, where books come alive. Listen to a bestseller on your iPod or MP3 and get a free trial at audiopodcast.com/CES.
CES coverage sponsored by GoDaddy.com, the leader in domain names, web hosting services. New GoDaddy customers save 25% by using promo code CES25 at GoDaddy.com.
Up next is a good friend of mine. This is John Maier from BlueMic. John, welcome to the Tech Podcast Network live coverage here at CES 2011. And I need a microphone turned up. Okay, so we're switching out guys in the back end, and you can see they're busy back there, and I'm hoping that they're able to stay up on the live screen. So again, this is John Maier from BlueMic. Welcome, John.
Thank you for having us. Yep.
So how's things going for the show so far?
Great. Yeah, it's been, we focused on 2 new things this year, and it's been a lot of fun. So we've got a lot of excitement about those products and seeing a lot of people. Seems like more of a crowd this year than last year.
Yeah, a lot more people in the aisles. Yeah. The cab drivers tell me that the numbers were way up. So, if the cab drivers say it's up, I tend to believe that the numbers are up.
That's my gauge, too.
Yeah, so, you have a couple of devices sitting here, not devices, a couple of products sitting here on the table that one is very familiar, but it's got a new look. You've got the Yeti here, but is it really okay, so, he's getting it lined up. There we go. So if we don't move that any further, we'll be all right.
Perfect.
So this really is not the Yeti. It's something else, right?
Right. So this is Yeti Pro, and, as we know from last year, we talked about Yeti. In fact, we launched it here on your show and at CES. And what that product just opened things wide up for us. I mean, the Snowball had done great, but Yeti sort of brought things up to another level. We decided to kind of stay on that cutting edge and make the highest resolution digital microphone on the market. So Yeti Pro is now 24-bit, 192K, whereas Yeti was basically CD quality, 16-bit. So that's the first thing with Yeti Pro, is that really raises the resolution of the product. But the second thing we did was we added analog output. So there's a 5-pin connector here, and we throw in the box this cable, so you don't have to go finding a 5-pin cable. And it breaks out to 2 XLR outputs, stereo left and right. So now you can take this thing off the desktop, plug it into any standard mixer that has phantom power, and away you go. So you can do recording and all kinds of other things.
So I could take it right over there, plug it into a standard mixer, and use it in a traditional sense, what a lot of guys do, or it goes right back into the laptop.
Exactly. And then the last thing is, obviously, as you noticed right away, it's just a different look. We put it's got more of the look of our Pro products, so we wanted to sort of make that statement too.
And I think the thing is important too for people to remember is that when the Yeti was introduced for the very first time, I believe you got, and I think there was I don't know if it was any other mic, but I know this got a THX certification.
Right. So on Yeti, we worked with THX. They sort of were moving in a direction to become I won't say an underwriter's laboratory, but kind of a certification house, which has been different for them, different direction for them. So we helped them sort of create that protocol, and the first product on the market was Yeti. This product, we've sort of put this in the Pro area beyond these. It's sort of nosebleed specs. So it doesn't fit into quite that same consumer program. And THX is kind of trying to decide, well, what encompasses those products or not. So if you notice on this one, it doesn't have the THX logo. So we're still in the middle of figuring out exactly what that's going to look like. But
so you're bringing this essentially into the Pro category, but I think at a consumer price. So
exactly. So Yeti was $149, and Yeti Pro will be $249.
$249. So $149 for Yeti and Yeti Pro for $249. I'm going to tell you, any of you that have created any type of content and had 2 or 3 people at a desk, it can be a challenge. Obviously, we're in a big, huge room the size of like 10 football fields, and the noise level is very high, and we try to keep the noise focused around these mics. But this mic here, I have this sitting on a desk at home. When I ever have 2 or 3 people in that I want to do a recording on, I use the Yeti, and it's a great mic.
Well,
It is outstanding, and I'm sure that this one is going to be insane. And I'm excited about being able to use it with a standard mixer as well, with phantom power.
That's the thing, is that this 3 capsule array that allows you to do these different patterns.
Yeah.
That was really, in our product line, was only relegated right to the computer. Now with the analog, you can use those same patterns doing anything. So
right.
It's great.
Now I see something else sitting on the counter that is kind of excites me, because you guys know that I've used flips for a while, and I have a Flip HD here. This is a little older model. It's not one of the new flips, so this flip is not compatible with what you're going to show me. But if you have a newer flip, you have a mic for the flip, right?
Absolutely. So, we made the Mikey products for iPod and iPhone, and they've been very successful. It basically takes a stereo capsule and allows for really high-end audio capture. We've done the same thing now with Flip. They've started a new program where they've put a flip port. So I'll put this down. On the bottom of the new Flip camera is a flip port.
Very nice.
So now we can make a device in Mikey and connect it, and you've got a system now that brings stereo, condenser, high-quality professional audio in with your videos. And for us, the video, or excuse me, the audio on the Flip cameras is fine for normal use.
Right.
But when you start pushing it, whether it's a loud ball game or a rock band or even soft stuff, you really don't get the full sound quality.
That's right.
So this just enhances it and brings it up to a whole other level.
And oftentimes people will forgive you for video, but they very rarely will forgive you for audio when it comes to any type of a live event. Even when we're on the stream, when we've been a little overmodulated, the audiences complain about the audio, whereas if the video was a little choppy, they didn't. So I think it's important for people that want to get just a little more quality out of their Flip cameras. This is a perfect product. Now, what is the price on the Mikey?
So the Mikey will be $69.
Right.
And this will ship, we're saying at the show, spring of this year. We hope to actually be a little bit earlier, like in the next couple of months. But it's a new program for Cisco and Flip, so we're kind of working with them. One other thing I should mention is because this is a digital product, we actually have auto gain control. So not only can you adjust those things, but you don't have to personally change the settings. It does it for you.
I also noticed it looks like you got a mic in the back and a mic in the front, because often these are used for self-narration, and
it's not quite that, but you're right. That's exactly why we did it. In the other Mikey, we have a very open architecture, so it's a real open, natural sound. We wanted to get the same thing here, but the fringe benefit is if I'm filming you and I'm talking,
that's right,
my voice doesn't sound like that muffled sound.
Yeah.
So that helps. The other thing that you'll find interesting, and I'm sure a lot of the viewers will as well, we put an input on it. So, the thing about Flip that's great, it's so simple. There's not a lot of ins and outs. There's not a lot of gadgets. You plug it in and you go. I mean, you really have nothing to think about. What we've found, though, is that people want to be able to plug in a lavalier mic for an interview, or and it's a stereo input, so you could actually do a lavalier for you and a lavalier for me.
Right.
So there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with it.
And what that really does is that just ups the game so much on this product. It's unbelievable. It really does.
It's going to be fun.
What would be really cool, John, is if they took that whole thing and they just made that extended and just built the Blue right into the Flip.
I like the way you're thinking there.
Yes, I do. And, just tell those Cisco guys, come on, guys, abandon your microphone up here. Just do that and, and pay Big Blue a big fee and, make it happen.
All right. I like it. I want the link for this video so I can send it over.
That's what they, and I think obviously they understand that there's an additional need for the product, and I think it's good. So I'm excited for you. I really am.
Yeah, thank you.
So anything else new coming from Blue?
Lots of stuff this year. We are still really trying to take things down to smaller sizes. So, we've always been a professional high-end recording microphone company, and we've taken down to some of these consumer products. So we're playing around with some fun things with smaller sized microphone elements that allow us to have some fun. So
very cool.
Lots of new stuff coming this year.
And obviously check BlueMic at BlueMic.com.
Yep.
And check out. I use Blue mics in my studio. I have Pro mics from BlueMic, and industry standard mic. People know that this is a product that you can trust. And again, congratulations on these 2 new products. Thanks for coming out. I know your schedule's busy. You look like you're already about done with CES. Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, and
Thanks,
we'll see you next year.
Okay.
All right.
you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Very cool stuff.
Okay,
And
Todd, we need
yeah.
to do a top of the